Welcome everyone, it's Vapors to Dracomar. It's time for some more Raid Shadow Legends. I am going to be doing what? So yes, I've been upgrading my Direct Star over time. I have been raising food. Yes, lots of food. Because this food is all going to be assembled into more powerful champions. Because I don't need all of that cluttering my inventory when I can have a few, much less, much more powerful characters at my disposal. So, yeah. And I gotta find which one of these is the food. So we got 4. We're gonna be promoting someone that you might be scratching your head for a while as to why I'm promoting them. But I'm gonna be promoting Gala Longbraids. Now you might ask, Vaporsmith, what the hell? Why? Yeah. Why the hell are you promoting her? Well, I need a nuker who can be a neutral affinity damage dealer. She perfectly qualifies for that task. And I will be taking her to 6-star. You may think I'm completely insane, but hear me out. She will be both goddess in Fire Knight, Arena, and Faction Wars, all at the same time. And she's useful almost anywhere in the game because she doesn't have an affinity weakness. Ignores defense and smacks enemies multiple times, and she actually hits pretty hard. So, I may not be as stupid as I appear at first. But yes. Because yes, Painkeeper is useful if booked, etc., etc. But Gala Longbraids is useful at any point as long as she has the levels in the gear. Granted, her gear and stuff is not that good. But yeah, I know you're going to be scratching your heads about that. You're like, promote Gala Longbraids. Are you okay? Trust me, she has a very specific purpose. Because she is one of the only champions I have in the game that can do her exact job description of a neutral affinity nuker who can take on the great terror known as Brachus, among other things. So, yeah. I mean, I know you guys are like, really? Why would this whole set... There's a reason I'm trying to promote her. She has a lot of uses. Just bear with me. Bear with me. Because this champion is hidden. Like, this champion's hidden powerful, Gala Longbraids. Nobody really understands the dwarf faction. They don't get it. But trust me, it's a big deal. She's useful for more than faction wars. Just understand that. I know I did this out of almost nowhere, but I had this idea of who in my 40s list is a big ticket promoter. She floated to the surface of my mind because she does some very unique stuff. And you know what, another one that's floated to the surface of my mind that's going to sound even more bizarre? Master Butcher. Yes. Master Butcher. Because Master Butcher is a big deal. Because Master Butcher is going to do some really nasty stuff. I'm also trying to farm for silver because I need it badly for a lot of uses. This does not mean that Drexstar is not developing towards 60. He is. It does not mean that I'm not developing Apothecary, Taragi, Coldheart, or Sepulchre Sentinel. Those will happen in time. But Gala Longbraids can do something that none of them can. And that's why I decided to upgrade her. Because she has unique properties. I mean, for now, she's going to be used in Faction Wars, but just you wait until she actually grows up. It'll take a while, obviously, because I have a lot of champions vying for my attention. But this, what is that? A blade, this, spade, what kind of weapon is she even wielding? Damn it. Gudgeon, is that cudgel wielding fiend is going to do a lot for me. I think that's what that weapon's called. I don't even know what her weapon is called, dang it. She looks awesome. But I mean, she has like that weird, I don't know. She's kind of got weird arms and legs. But other than that, she looks really good. And does a lot. I mean, they all do, to be honest. All of her faction do. Even the one that I wanted almost more than any other champ in the game. But yeah, she is a neutral affinity nuker. There aren't many of those in the game. There aren't many of them. And she's one of those. Now, there was another reason I'm doing this, is because I want to do faction wars. But right now, the only faction that I have that's even mildly viable in terms of team comps is, well, it's became the dwarf faction with several important pulls. The most important of which was Gala Longbraids, followed by Master Butcher. Those were the two biggest ones. Gala Longbraids, though, is what put the dwarf faction for me on the map. It's the only dwarf that I never considered, even for a second, to turn into food. Every other dwarf I've ever had, I considered turning into food at one point because they were like some crappy rare. Except Master Butcher's not a crappy rare, but I didn't know that at the time. She was the actually even the epics. I even turned an epic Bangdale Fellhammer into food because that's what I thought of him as. She was the only dwarf that I did not consider feeding. Well, besides Underpriest Brogni. Besides Underpriest Brogni, she was the only dwarf that I was never considered feeding. And I've never pulled Underpriest Brogni, and I failed his fusion, so yeah. So yeah, I'm trying to give Gala Longbraids a promotion. I'm trying to also give some food a promotion. Notice how I do not include Gala Longbraids and food in the same category because they are not the same category. I mean, there's a lot of food, but okay, Apothecary is obviously not food. Drexthar is obviously not food. Manaya is obviously not food. Deacon's obviously not food. Templar is slightly ambiguous until you realize what he does. Vizier is obviously not food. Spirit House is obviously not food to those who know. Frozen Banshee can be confused with food. Doom Screech can be could be confused for food. Diabolist is dual purpose, both food and Master Butcher can be confused for food. Mother Superior can be used as food and confused for food. Aethel, for those who know, is not. Yeah, she's not food. Ugo is weird, but don't confuse her for food. Fleshmonger is not really food. This guy could be food. She's definitely not food. He could be confused for food and sometimes used as food. Same with Baroth. And he's borderline food. And he's really powerful, but he looks like food. And then she's not food. And it's like, these are potentially valuable. She's a dupe. These are... And then we start going into, well, these can be used as regular champions, but are usually used as food. And almost everyone else, except maybe Armiger, and is used as food. Sister Militant's normally used as food, but she can be used, like, this is, and then this is all just straight food. There's no ins, ands, ors, or buts. That's just food. So, yeah. It's a discussion on what food is and what food is not. Because this is leading to something. Because yes, I have not been paying attention to my dwarf faction. I clearly have some. And I clearly have been neglecting them. So it's time I give them something. As well as the demon faction. Drexthar is going to be absolutely ridiculous when demon faction comes up again. But yeah. I mean, it's not like I'm not going to try to 6-star Gala. I will. But that's going to be another time. That'll be another time. Because then I gotta go forge food for, like, whenever you're making these champions, there's so many champions, like, that are worth investing in this game. It's kind of nuts. In the end, it's a bit overwhelming, honestly. Because even if we just include, the best rares or epics, it still runs into a staggering sum of champions. It really does. So yeah. I'm trying to just turbo boost these suckers up. That's the main thing here. And then do some spider before we go off to faction wars. Because see, the thing is, what I'm going to do to speed this up, just to show you why and how much I'm prioritizing this champion, I'm going to go booster with a bunch of potions. Yes. Yes. Oh, a bunch of 1-stars and potions. I don't want any of these, honestly. Get this out of here. Get all of the 1-stars out of here so I can summon some more stuff. And get them the heck out. Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to turn this lady into a terror. Quickly. And it's hard to do otherwise. Alright, we're getting plenty of uncommons. I like it. Only the first two. Anything interesting? Really? It had to be a dupe Solaris. Wow. Cool. More food. Let's upgrade a mastery on this sucker. Let's get the accuracy. Is there any... $1,500. Let's frickin' go. Let's go. Let's go. 72,000. Let's go. Where are we lacking the most? We should do Fire Knight. I need to do Speeder. Faction Wars. Arena Objectives. I could do Dragon. Oh, Minotaur. Yeah, the champion objectives, I've been kicking butt at that. They're having nightmares about that crap. But yes. Gala Longbraids, finally, I've decided to actually invest some stuff into her. Because I have a dream. I have a dream that she is going to take on the Faction Wars boss and actually beat it. I don't know if it's going to happen, but it's worth a shot. see. See her damage? It's not bad. But it gets better. Because we ain't done with the dwarves. Especially not with this fella. We ain't done. Because I've got some nasty stuff we can do with these dwarves. Because I've decided to at least let some of them have a new lease on life. The biggest ones are going to be the voids, obviously. Like Bulwark, you know, the voids. Void champions are a big deal. Everyone they don't pay attention to the dwarf faction and their thing. But it's time. It's time that I actually pay attention to this faction. It's time I actually did. Okay, now we need to prioritize. Who are we lacking the most? Who am I ignoring the most? Oh, I think I know of this. Besides demons, the thing that I'm ignoring the most is the orc and dwarf factions. So we should put the dwarves in. Because yes, these need help. My dwarves need help. I have them and they need help. Because, yeah, they all need a terrible amount of help. Like, Bulwark is not going to be placing anything unless he gets some help. I mean, I didn't get a Geomancer, but you're not always gonna. You're not always gonna get a Geomancer. I mean, I have to play a lot of campaign anyway, because it's how we level champions quickly, is campaign. See, because these two can still get a lot of levels from this. They can still benefit greatly from that. I know it sounds dumb that I'm improving these champions, but just that I improve these dwarves because I feel that they are the most important of the ones that I'm going to be using for Faction Wars bosses, because we're going to want them to have some durability when facing that boss. I will eventually 6-star at least Gala at some point soon. But for now, they're getting their wings. They're getting their first little bit of taste of campaign in a while. Because they've been moldering in my inventory. And Faction Wars helps me remember that they're there. And that they're powerful. Granted, they need help. But, yeah. It's so much work, though, getting him there. Trying to get them, in the campaign so that they can level up. Why is this guy always in here? This Skull Crusher. The game still hasn't given me one, by the way. They've given me all sorts of other ludicrous stuff, just not Skull Crusher. This entire time, the game has not given it to me. I still have to figure out how to activate two-factor authentication. It's actually really hard. To activate it. Alright. Since we're running low on energy fuel, we gotta make some choices. So, I bought that. I can't obviously buy another one for a week, which is hilarious. But yes, because energy fuel, you only get a certain amount of it. And I guess I could just top the other guy up with potions. Yeah, that sounds about right. As troll as that looks, that's one of the tamer ones they've got. As nasty as that sounds. Oh boy. Did we do the daily? Please tell me we did that. Okay, at least we did the daily there. Okay. Where are we at? 75K. That's cool. Alright, so we've got some stuff on the dwarves. I still don't know if I'm going to be able to do really crazy stuff yet. I mean, Master Butcher is a little bit better now. I don't know if it'll be enough. Because here's the weird thing about the dwarf faction. It's, they do a surprising amount. Like, they're tiny and they do a lot. And the thing about Gala is if you get her with the right gear, she can actually start one-shotting people. I just haven't, you know, invested in her terribly. But it's totally doable. I have to look at what kind of nuke gear can I come up with. I'm doing faction wars because I know that it gives me a lot of points, and I know that my clan is running behind on it. One of my members has a I'm probably going to be promoting multiple dwarves though, especially Bulwark, Master Butcher, and Gala. Those three in specific are going to be the biggest ones that I try to promote first. Granted, I got caught up in my summons today so much that I didn't pay attention. I still don't know if I can take on that boss. 'Cause the thing about faction wars bosses is they are not nice. In any sense of the word. Nice. I still have to farm so many champions, man. Well, does the Dark Fae give me points? Probably not, right? It's probably better just to fight Speeder. Mm-hmm. Of course they resisted. I'd like how if it would like reset on every single one, like what's his face does. Relic Keeper. I have to fuse one again, even though I have a Relic Keeper. I have to fuse one. Because of course I have to fuse one. Okay. So we're going to alternate between developing the champion and that. Okay. Because I have a set of champions that are I want 6-star now, and ones I want a 6-star later, and ones that just kind of molder in my inventory. Well, kinda. And then just food. And then ones we know that are just food. So basically what this is also doing is I'm trying to give them, a fair test. I'm trying to test out what they're doing. Because there's the thing. He's got to be kind of durable in order to land the abilities. I have to check his gear if he even has any. Still trying to get him to 60. There we go. Because I just want others to go along the mission with me. That's what I'm trying to do with these dwarves. Giving the dwarves a little piggyback ride. Because this area is a measure of strength. So if you're strong enough, you won't get one shot by the stuff and you'll be able to progress. I mean, I know Nightmare's a better indicator, but this is something of an indicator. If you get one shot by it, you're not good enough yet for Faction Wars. You are not good enough for Faction Wars. Alright, let's keep going on Faction Wars for this run through here. Because it's more than, it's a dual purpose. I'm just trying to make sure that my dwarf faction gets a piece of the action. You see? We've got 3 of those rings. 109,000. Yeah, I raked in a killing basically on that one. I think we did that one. Yeah, we were supposed to try to do this one. And then after a little while, we have to try to do the Great Terror, which is the boss. Man, that stuff does some damage. These suckers smack. It's not like I'm not going to eventually get my dwarves in a decent spot. They aren't there now. Because there was so much else going on. Like Drexthar and all these crazy pulls, and then this tournament, and getting an absolute butt ton of points for that guy because, you know, he's really hard to get. But then I have to sustain an effort just to win. Because I'm trying to, like, do a boatload on this account. This account is going on a berserk spree of doom and destruction. That's it. Alhain, prey acquired. The second I saw that, I was like, prey acquired. Got you. Anyone see that damage? She just got one shot. Yeah, Master Butcher, he may look to be a friendly man, but he's not your bud. He'll kick your butt. Look at that, 12K, just boom. She just died. You died. Like, that's gonna get more dramatic when I get her better gear. Gala Longbraids. That you died sensation is going to get more powerful. See, that's gonna get worse. Soon, when I upgrade her gear, etc., you'll be seeing that happen in Arena. She'll go like, smack, smack, you're dead. You'll be like, I didn't know the little guys were going to do that much to me. I'm like, watch and learn. The little men are not messing around. The dwarves are not messing around. Well, most of them aren't. Some of them are. All right. A moment of truth. Can I kick this butt munch? I don't think I can. For the record, I'm just probably going to have to do a spider and then quit. But it's worth a shot. It's always worth a shot. And to think, in order to get Lydia, guess what? You have to, I kid you not about this, you have to get all of the faction wars done, which is going to be a hella hard and long time. You know how much leveling and farming that's going to be? Ooh. And gear acquiring. And it's going to get even more complicated when the next faction comes out. Not comes out. The next faction, Crypt, Shadowkin. Thankfully, I have some for that. Okay. I need to kill these guards at the side. That part seems clear. That part is clear. Because I don't think I can do anything with this sucker being there. Come on. Attack it. There we go. I don't know why that didn't go for that. This is looking more doable. However, this is definitely looking more doable. Sheer swagger. Come on, Gala, can you do it? We're so close to doing this. It's not even funny. We were so close. Oh. Maybe if I just buff Gala a bunch. Yeah, buff her stuff. Yeah, first things first. Improve all her gear to 12. Yeah, let's just improve all her gear to 12. No need to screw around. No need to screw around. And then, like, maybe even put her solo in, like, put her in campaign with Alhain. There we go. Makes her all her gears 12 at least. That part seems to make sense. Come on. Come on, please. Please, I beg you, game. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Come on. Thank you. Jeez. The amount of fails is just overwhelming. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Oh, dwarves and the amulet. Okay, we're gonna want to equip the attack amulet. Because we're gonna want her to have more attack. 100%. We're gonna want that attack to be higher. Get her attack higher. Come on, we gotta get this amulet to 12. We need 12. There we go. And then runner in campaign. Who do we need the most duplicates of? Let's try to get Spirit House. Do we really need that, or do we want? Yeah. I'll run them in Demon Spawn. Screw it. All of them need XP. As I'm just trying to level these people up, but... Okay, you know what? I'm going to make a compromise because I got to sleep. Even though the sleeping might cost me this tournament, I'm going to have to make a compromise. Let's just run him in. Okay, so we got him to level 56. That's good. I was planning on straight rushing him to 60, but I thought that maybe I should sidetrack to some dwarves. Even though the dwarves aren't directly taking me to Arbiter, they're useful. Okay, I'm just gonna go dump a bunch of elixirs on her and then try it. Just dump a bucket load of elixirs on her and then see if we can do the thing. Go. Get rid of some of these. Give her buffs. Give her all these little ones because I don't want them either. Just buff her to 50 already. Jeez. At this point, I don't care. I just want to get this done. I want this done. Because I want to try it. This champion's valuable anyway. Alright. Let's put him out front. Nah. She's the ringleader anyway. Alright, can we beat this? Hey! The damage is improved. There we go. It's not like I'm not going to be grinding tomorrow. I will be. I will be doing that. Exactly that. Because I have to give a lot more XP than any amount of potions I could have would give. So that's something to note. Because the amount of XP actually required to 6-star champ is actually kind of nasty. Not gonna lie. Pre-acquired. Target acquired. I mean, the thing that's dumb, or not dumb, but the thing is, in this game, it's interesting how in Faction Wars, you actually have to get the most variety of champions. So, what we're going to want is we're going to want to stop these guys. Because it seems clear to me that they stop you from killing him. Heroic Company. Sorry, I'm trying to get rid of these ads. Because I have a feeling that the ads make this extra hard. Come on. Kill the ad, please. Fine. Smack that guy. I don't care. Just kill the ad. Thank you. By killing the ad, we'll be able to do more. Prey acquired. Target acquired. Dang it. Okay. That'll do. Ooh, that was a nice burst of damage. Sheer swagger you. Decrease attack. Dang it. I was hoping. Can we get the rune of outlasting? Can we get that off? As I get the sheer swagger in? Of course not. Alright. It's up to her now. Can she do it? Fearless. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yes! It paid off! I got him! I got the Faction Wars boss! Whew. Oh. That was not as easy as it sounded. That was not easy. And I'm doing this later, like finishing this last key just so I can get potentially a faction war, a tag arena tokens. Because you know, tag arena gives me things. First it gave me direct star, then I could get some energy to use to, you know, upgrade faction wars champions and food and a bunch of other things. I mean, granted, it's around once every almost a week, but yeah, no, it's better than nothing. It's better than blowing your gems. Because your gems, they're a renewable resource, but you only renew them, you know, once every hour or so. You get one gem from the gem mine. About an hour, like once an hour. Like in 24 hours, you'll get roughly 24 gems. So it's still something like that. It's still scary to spend gems because you have a limited supply. Like over time, like it's unlimited over time, but you still only have a rate. They have a rate of regeneration, and you don't want to exceed that rate. That's why you want your energy from different sources and stuff. All right, that's pretty good. I finished Dwarf Faction Crypt.